Yeah.
And last week we brought it up, said that we were going to finish watching it before we talked about Monique the comedian.
Yes.
Was on Club Shay Shay.
Yeah.
You said you had a lot to say about this.
I mean, not a lot, but yeah, a lot. I mean,
which one is it? A lot or not a lot?
We'll see once I get going. Like, I do have notes, but we'll see as I get going.
I'm gonna just let you go. Go.
I think it's just like with Katt Williams. There is a Black Hollywood. You want to call them the Illuminati, you want to call them a cartel or whatever. There are gatekeepers in Black Hollywood. Mm-hmm. And I 100% believe both of them that people not getting paid what they're supposed to be getting paid. People are being lied on. People getting jokes stolen. People are getting disrespected and all of this stuff and thrown under the bus and, sold out, and all types of stuff. I 100% believe the both of them that this was happening. And it's funny because I remember when Monique turned down the initial Netflix offer to do a special.
Okay.
And even I side-eyed her. And she mentioned something about, she mentioned this a lot about the way we tear each other down. Mm-hmm. And I had to check myself because I'm so conditioned to disregard Black folks, to disregard women, to disregard fat people. And she's all three.
Yeah.
And people don't talk in Hollywood about the real stuff that's going on. So you have people like her and Katt, they're anomalies, right? Because they're going against what's the norm. And even for us as the audience or as consumers, right? We know the little gossip mag stuff, but we don't know these people's real lives. And we're all aware of that. We don't know. We know what your publicist sold to whatever gossip magazine to get you publicity or, get you on a headline for that day. Nobody is really doing in-depth investigative work on people's lives and stuff. We know we don't know these people.
Right.
And we know that there's more going on behind the scene. We know that Hollywood can be an insidious place. We've watched people that we have loved their work die, kill themselves, drugs, anything. Just
escape to Africa. Yeah.
Go crazy.
Or what seems like they go crazy.
No, some of them go crazy, shave their head and getting DUIs and going. I mean, you got, there are people that literally end up with severe mental health issues just from being in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Katt, I think, is very lucky. Well, not lucky, smart in that he built an independent career as stand-up. He funds his stand-ups. He funds his, but that's his, he's collecting all the money from all these specials he does, the tours, all that stuff. So he didn't suffer the financial setback that
not as much. Yeah.
Yeah. But should he be a bigger star than he is in film and television? Yeah.
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 Because I mean, like he said, and I know we were talking about Monique, but just to talk about Katt, what he said is he and Kevin Hart kind of started at the same time, and Katt Williams was the star.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart was not the star. I've always thought Kevin Hart was funny, not as funny as Katt Williams. But Kevin knows how to play that game.
The politic
game. And some people are just not into that politic game.
No, they just can't do it. It's not in them to put on a smile and say, yes, sure, I can do that. I'll take that. Sure.
Yeah.
It's not in them to do that. Even though, you know, when people do that, it's not always just because there's some step and fetch it. Like it's also because I know I got to take my lumps now so that I can put myself in a position like Kevin has done.
Yeah.
That I can make the decisions.
And that's what Monique said as well. Yeah. You know, that she took her lumps, because I think something that gets missed, and a lot of the layman's out there would be like, well, that's a lot of money. When she said that her and her co-star for her sitcom were making $55,000 a piece per episode for a highly rated television show, most people would look at, oh, that's $1 million a season. That's great. Conversely, you had the Friends stars in the last season, I believe was 2000, making $1 million plus per episode.
And I can't even remember what Jerry Seinfeld was making by the end.
But Jerry was also the executive producer, and Jerry's a little different. Because the Parkers are a hit show. Parkers isn't an iconic show like Seinfeld is. Okay. I wouldn't say Friends is iconic either. The Parkers are not even as iconic as like Martin or The Fresh Prince, if we're talking about black sitcoms, or A Different World or The Cosby Show. But it's in the next tier. It's a hit show.
I think it also depends on the generation, because we weren't really the Moesha generation. Like we were
Monique.
No, like that Moesha time, or like Moesha was on, Monique.
If you like that clip, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to catch up on all of our latest content. Don't forget to hit the notification button when you do subscribe so you can get updated every time we release content. We release content every day, whether it's an actual show or clips from the shows. So go ahead and subscribe, like, comment. Also, don't forget our Patreon page where you can find our Talking Straight-ish and After Hours Uncensored episodes. That's patreon.com/unsolicited perspectives. But once again, thank you again for listening to Unsolicited Perspectives. I'm your host, Bruce Anthony, and I'm going to catch you next time. I'll holla.